anytime. Last point, and I'll keep it simple. They declared war on the woke and progressive ideology. And your proof of that is the Warrior Ethos also, which was written by Pete Hegseth to eliminate woke ideology within the US military. There's your case sample right there of how they're going about it. And what are one of the things that they attack within this woke ideology within the military? Shaving fucking chins. And who is it that typically has more of the skin condition than any other ethnicity? Black fucking men. And how many Black women right now have not gotten their promotions within the military due to Pete Hegseth stepping in and stopping regular board approval promotions? Black women. So when we talk about this bigger picture of what I was trying to express earlier, as someone who actually went through the shit with Trump, as someone who actually saw what he was doing internally as a GS employee under his first 4 years, let's just take a look at that. When we talk about moving senior leadership, now they're going to be able to go and do their woke war on the staff of these government agencies that are supposed to be nonpartisan. They're not supposed to have a biased view. We do our job. Whatever the result says, we give it to senior leadership, and then they take action of that, or we write policies and interpret the law for them, okay? And international law. So how many more Black people will lose their jobs over this? How many more Black people are going to be targeted as you just got this job because of your race kind of position? How many more Black people are going to be retaliated against because they do a better job than the white person who, once again, is pulling the whole transcontinental railroad and being mediocre motherfucker? And I support this by 2 executive orders, and one executive order and 1 executive memorandum. And I will land my plane here. Actually, my HAC 60, because that's when my husband flew. Segregation was reauthorized under the Trump administration for federal contractors. Federal contractors make up a huge portion of the government. Now, if the federal contractors are allowed to implement segregation again, where the fuck does that leave Black people in employment? Ensuring accountability to government agencies on February 18, 2025. This allowed another executive memorandum to come through as well. The executive memorandum on addressing the backlog of security clearances. Where does this come in play with discrimination practices and disenfranchising Black people? It means that the President of the United States, per Section 3 of the executive memorandum for addressing the security clearances and backlogs, is issuing security clearances based off of who he thinks should be getting the job versus your merit, versus your security clearance, versus your education. He sent this directly to Pam Bondi and Kristi Noem, who are the head of ICE and the Department of Justice. Now let's think back a little bit further. That alliance executive memorandum. Let's think about that. In that executive memorandum, which now he is saying, I have the authority to help bring on board somebody for the Department of Justice, which controls the FBI, in case you didn't know that, and also Kristi Noem, ICE, Homeland Security, and all that stuff. Let's just think about this. He is literally telling you that he has the ability to make sure that those positions are filled with biased people. And in that executive memorandum, he states very clearly that he and the head of the DOJ, which is the Attorney General, are the only 2 who are authorized to interpret the law when it comes to federal reinforcement by policing agencies. That's where we are right now. ICE is a policing agency. DOJ, FBI is a policing agency. And now the President of the United States can say, no. I want this to be interpreted this way when the FBI goes out. I want this to be interpreted this way when ICE goes out. So if you don't think that paying attention to what this administration is fucking doing and understanding how they have lined up executive memorandums, executive orders, and are testing and causing damage to the Black community has not been in writing and has been telling you the whole time what he's going to be fucking doing. You stop worrying about the goddamn Chinese immigrant and worry about the African and the Russian immigrant who are going to assist them with the replacement theory and put those motherfuckers in positions because they can pass as whites and get a fucking job and ruin our national security. That's what we should be fucking worried about instead of why don't we just boycott Chow? Fuck that bitch. Boycott him. Boycott other immigrants who believe that way. And worry about all of us getting thrown under the fucking bus or 6 feet under. That's what our issue should be right now. I'm tired of these side comments and this fucking fake patriotism as a veteran. I'm tired of the shit from people who vote for this motherfucker. Go play with the fucking rope. Oh,
I'm gonna jump here for a second.